Hi guys, going back inside Shunt. That's the Robot Wars Shunt. This is a toy I picked up in a charity shop, cost me £8. It's missing the battery that goes in there, and missing the charger, and all the pinion gears on the motors. It has 3 motors to drive the various bits. They were all split. So they all slipped and, well, basically it didn't go forwards, backwards, and the hammer thing didn't work. I managed to find a couple of replacements. I'm just looking in there to try and see where they are. Yeah, I needed 3 and I could only find 2. So I tried super gluing one of the broken ones back together, and that failed. That's why there's no pinion gear on that motor. That one looks like it's still there. It was several months ago I did this, but that one looks like it's still there. That's turning that wheel. It had actually slipped along the shaft when I took it apart, but I've just pushed that back on again. I can't see the third one, so that must have broken as well. Oh no. There it is, there's the third one. The other problem, as I say, the battery was missing, so I changed it out for a JST connector and used a LiPo battery. Now I've got somebody who wants this one, and they've asked me to put the original connector back in again. Well, I had reused it on another project. But I've just gone and chopped it off because that project's no longer in use. So I'll see if I can solder it back on again. I'd better join a little bit of wire in there. Oh, I don't know, will that be long enough? I think that's the one that was there before. Well, this could be awkward, couldn't it? How are we going to find out if that's the original one? I might be wrong, because I'm looking at that now and those wires look like they're a different colour. So that may not be the original one. It looks like a standard Tamiya connector, and it goes down in the hole down there. Let's just chop this one off out of the way anyway. Leave a bit of slack there so that I can reuse that wire if we want to lengthen it. Yeah, I'm looking at this now. Those wires there are a darker colour. So then this may not be the original connector. Let's chop this off. So how do we know which way that one went in there? This could be a real problem, couldn't it? Because if I put it back in the wrong way round, that's not going to be any good either. Well, I've gone and watched my original disassembly video back, and I'm pretty confident that's the right way round. Positive on this side, negative on the back there. And also, while I was moving this around, that gear just fell out where it dropped inside. That's the one that was on there, and it's the one that split that I tried super gluing. So what I'm going to do is put it back on that shaft and super glue it in place, and just see if it'll stay there long enough to at least see it run again for a few minutes. Because what happens is, as soon as any pressure gets on it, the gap in there widens and it goes out of mesh and it jams. So what happens was it obviously jumped off. So if anybody could actually find the right one to replace it with, they'd be all right. Right, so they're back in place. Just hope they're the right way round. You have to cut them off again and re-solder them if they're the wrong way round. I've no idea what the battery actually looks like that goes in there. I've never seen one. But I think we're back together now. Well, I've had to do a few adapters to adapt to the battery connector there. But at this moment in time, which I don't expect to last very long, that gear is working, that gear is working, and that gear is working. So that one turns. That one turns, and this one, which goes up inside to operate the hammer or axe, that's that one down there. Don't know if we can. Let's try and get some light on it. Right, that's that motor down in there that drives this one. So, at this moment in time, it appears to be working with that connector, adapter, and down to that LiPo battery. No idea whether it will work with the original batteries, because I haven't got the original batteries, never had them, and I'm just hoping that that's the right connector I put in there, even if it's not necessarily the original. They did have a clip round there to hold it in place. Looking at the original video, a little cable tie, so I better put that on there as well to stop it accidentally sliding out. I put a bit of hot glue on there, but that's not holding it. Right, so we'll put it back together. All back together, and a temporary extension on the battery lead, so I've got my LiPo battery just laying on the front there. So let's see if we can run it for a few seconds before it breaks. Okay. Hammer works. Which way's forwards? That way, forwards. Backwards. Turn. Turn the other way. So that's all I'm going to do, because I'm sure that if I spend any longer with it, those gears will come off again. So at this moment, it works. Back just a touch. Yeah. So, back together. I don't know how long that's going to last. Well, I thought it was all back together, and I just found that the exhaust pipe, chimney, whatever you want to call that bit, had fallen off. So I've just glued that back on there as well. That was broken when I bought it. It should have two clips on the bottom, teeth or whatever you want to call them, and they're broken. So all we can do is glue that in place. It'll probably fall off again. But then I don't expect this one to last long anyway.
Hey,
Thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.